Hello, hello, everyone. It is your girlfriend, ᴠᴜᴜ. How y'all doing out there? Oh, this is long overdue. It's long overdue. Yes, it is. But I had to get on here and I had to finally introduce myself and let y'all know who your girlfriend is. And let me turn some of this music down in the back. I want to make sure y'all can hear me. Now, again, this is your OG girlfriend, ᴏᴜᴜ. I'm here posted right now. It is December 14th, 2025. It's 8:05 a.m. for me, Eastern Standard Time. I hope everybody is feeling okay, doing okay on this Sunday. Now, y'all go ahead and get in here, y'all. It's been a long, long year so far, has it not? Oh, so I need y'all to get your food. I need you to get your drink. I need you to get whatever you do. Kick off those shoes, get relaxed, and let's catch up, girlfriend and homeboys, because it's been a long, long year. And this month has been getting to us. Yes, it has. So let's get into some things. I know you're like, who is this woman? Who is this girl? Some of you may have seen me on some of the other individuals that we support pages, or you might have found me on Instagram. However you may have found me, or you could just be bored and you're just looking for somebody that got something to talk about. And I popped up. Well, no matter how you found me, no matter how you got here, welcome here. I would love for you to subscribe. I would love for you to like this video, and share it with somebody that you think can relate, resonate, or they might really like my vibe. So if you could do that for me, I would really appreciate it. Now, like I said, I want to go ahead and get a little bit into who I am, and then I would like to introduce y'all to what we're going to be doing out here. Okay? So, first thing first, who is your girlfriend? Who is your new homegirl? Who is this girl? Well, as I mentioned, my name is ᴏᴜᴜ. I am first and foremost a woman before anything. I conduct myself as such and I carry myself as such. I am next a mother. I have a beautiful son and daughter. And I am somebody's daughter, somebody's sister. I'm a few people's aunt, and I'm a lot of people's friend and associate. So with that being mentioned and said, respect me as being such, and mind those I matter to life, and I will reciprocate the same love and respect back to you. No matter if you're a man or a woman, if you're a girlfriend or homeboy, we reciprocate energy over here of the highest and most positive way. So again, I expect all of us to be able to treat one another in such a way in this space, no matter who or what you identify as. This will be a space that we come together in unity. We are not coming here to sit up here and pass judgment. It's okay to agree to disagree, and it's okay to digress sometimes. We have to learn how to do that as adults. So just want to put that out there. Now, what are some of the things that me as your girlfriend plan on doing over here? Well, I have a few things in mind. I would love for us to touch on sisterhood. I would love for us to touch on brotherhood. I would love for us to touch on unity, trust rebuilding, vulnerability. I would love to give my advice and allow the advice of others. I would like to share my personal stories and allow others to be able to share their personal stories. We're going to have serious conversations a lot of times over here. We have to have these serious conversations, because if we don't have them, then we cannot grow. We cannot become the individuals that we need to become, or we need to set an example for those babies and the generations under us, right? We're also going to be looking at today's society events and what's going on, and entertainment and politics and just everyday life. We're going to be touching on that, and we're going to touch on how we can counter the influence of how these things affect us negatively. My bad, y'all. Lord, tongue tied. But how they affect us negatively. Also, we're going to touch on how some of these things are happening due to us not having that sisterhood, that brotherhood, that unity, attempting to trust, rebuild, vulnerability, accepting advice, and being able to give it without being biased or having a judgmental perspective. You get what I'm saying? Definitely gonna have laughter. Your girl like to laugh. I'm goofy as all outdoors. So we definitely will be laughing over here. We will be inviting laughter. And if you like to laugh, you like to make somebody laugh, please, please join the family. Please become a homegirl or homeboy. We love to laugh over here. You hear me? So make sure you bring yourself over here and get comfortable because it's not going to always be serious. We're going to be able to laugh about some things and make the load light as well. Now, I also, in this place and in this space that I'm creating, I want to allow the girlfriends and homeboys to have a place to speak up and be seen and heard. This is very important to me. A lot of platforms, we see that they offer their voices, and that's why it's their platform. However, a lot of times we don't see a lot of platforms allowing some of the same people that support them to come in and be able to say what they have to say or be seen or heard without feeling like they have to appease whoever that owns the platform, or if they don't agree with what they're saying, then they're going to be overlooked or they're going to be rejected. We're not doing that here. Now, as long as you're respectful, you have a space here. So if you have a story, you have advice, if you have knowledge that you would like to share, if you have something that you're looking to do or you're seeking to do and you need a support system that you may not have in your everyday life, I want to offer that here. Excuse me, y'all, real quick. This is my first video. We still trying to get situated. It's very early, but I'm trying to get this done before I have to tend to this churn. You hear me? Okay. So, again, gonna touch a little bit on, like I said, I would like to have interviews. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Y'all. See, that's why I was pausing and y'all heard that brief little silence. And I know y'all was like, what's going on? I'm over here trying to clear the throat chakra. I ain't trying to do it without ear. I'm trying to mute this mic. Child, wish y'all see me over here struggling to try to get right. But we here. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for connection. You hear me? Okay, so as I said, we're going to be doing interviews as well. So whether if you're a business owner, if you have expertise in a field, if you're a survivor of some sort, if you're advocating for someone, if you just want to tell your own personal story in hopes of connecting with others or building a support system where you'll have a community of people that if you do feel like you don't have anybody, if you do feel like you don't have anyone you can speak with, that you could be vulnerable, that's why we're here, baby. That's what this kickback is for. The girlfriend had to do this. It's too many of us, and it's too much that I see that's not being addressed and it's not being done. But that's why we're here, y'all. We're gonna make sure that we build what we need to build for those that think like us, like-minded. We're trying to do something positive. We're trying to build something positive. We're trying to elevate. We're trying to help those that may have a different perspective see that there's more than one way to do things and there's more than one way to view things. We have to be able to change and adapt, y'all. There's some things that, yes, it's okay to stay firm and stick to, but in the way that we're going in life, if we don't start making these changes, we're going to have problems deeper than what we have now. because what a lot of people are failing to realize is that the same generation under us that everybody have so much to say about, they're gonna have to eventually be our ages, in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, 60, etc. But if we're not setting a good example, or if they have poor examples, poor influence, we're the ones that are willing to stand up and give them the nurturing that they need, the guidance they need, the love they need. How many of you are willing to be vulnerable, are willing to feel free, are willing to tell your truth, tell your story? How many of you are ready to see that you're not alone? How many of you watch a video, hear something, a podcast, something on the news, on the radio, and it hit you so deep, but you don't have nobody that you can go to and have that conversation with because you might feel like the outcast or the black sheep. Everybody think you crazy. Or the focus that you have right now ain't they focus. So you feel like you gotta dumb yourself down or you gotta little yourself. We're not doing that here. And this is coming from somebody that just did the work herself. I'm constantly doing the work, but I'm in a position now where I'm like, I need to go ahead and connect with my tribe and my girlfriends and homeboys. They need to know it's somebody out here that can be the voice for you, that'll create that space for you. We don't have to do this alone, y'all. It doesn't have to be met with violence, and it don't always have to be met with nonviolence. That's why we learning balance over here, whatever the necessary may be. But we're always gonna do what's in the best interest of us and the others that we also wanna make sure are in the best of what they can do. We always wanna do everything with the best interest of ourselves and others. Keyword "and others." So we also have to learn the balance of being selfless at the same time while being selfish. And we're gonna touch on that when we touch on boundaries and, you know, how to address certain bonds that were made, certain triggers, certain things that may have been passed down along the family that are being repeated. We're gonna touch on so many things, y'all. We're gonna have shared discussions. So even if we don't really have too much that we want to chat about, but we bored. We want to kick it. This is the kickback, isn't it? So we're gonna have panels and I'm gonna open it up for y'all. Maybe eventually we'll have a call line where y'all can call in for those that are unable to get on a device and join the panel. We're gonna make this thing shake and work. It's the process. Get my feet wet. Let's open up the door. I just opened up the door. Y'all give me some time to furnish it and make it look good and make it comfortable for y'all, okay? I had to get the kit back, but we gonna deck this motherfucker out, okay? Now we do cuss over here too, please. So please understand we very grown. We don't have to use every other word as a curse word. We do know how to conduct ourselves and articulate ourselves. But sometimes cuss words don't come. Let's just be real, okay? So if you're very, very extremely religious and what I may say or how I may say it may offend you, this might not be the place for you, baby. I am spiritual, but I respect all religions and all different ideologies because everybody has a belief in what they believe in for whatever reason it may be. I don't pass judgment. I'm not going to force anything on you. My goal here is to educate you, not to force you, baby. To share and encourage, not to force you, baby. So please don't come over here trying to force anybody, myself, the cat, the dog, whatever. I don't. It could be a dog barking in the background. I don't. Please don't come over here trying to force anybody to think your way. Because one thing about it, we all are here because we all obviously have something in common, or we all share a belief in something similar. So that should tell you enough. There's people out here that don't have any religious beliefs. Some people that don't practice spirituality. Some people that just exist and they're decent people. Are we supposed to disregard them because they don't believe in anything or they don't believe what you believe in? Or they might be coming into what they need to believe in the time that is meant for them? Aren't we all walking through our own walks of life and journey in our own way, in our own time? Do things not happen in divine timing? Now, don't get me wrong, because I have a lot of family members that are Christian. I have family members that are Jehovah's Witness. My father is Muslim. I've studied with Israelites. I mean, don't get it twisted. And did what I felt drawn to. I've learned what I needed to learn from everything. I've come to who I am now because I've done what I needed to do and I've experienced what I needed to experience and I've grasped what I needed to grasp. And I've been able to make my own judgment on what I feel is best for me in my life. But I still have a respect for each and every one of them, even though there is a flaw within every one of them, just like within spirituality. So again, nobody has space or room to pass judgment or try to get anybody to believe what they want to believe in. We're here for a bigger purpose. We're going to leave politics out of it unless we're touching on something that's affecting us overall. I'm not beating nobody head in about what their beliefs are. I'm going to tell you why I believe what I believe and allow you to understand different perspectives and let you grow to your own understanding. I'm not here to force anybody. I'm here to support and encourage as many people as I can. And anybody that's going to support the girlfriend, you know we're going to support you. We want you to come on over. We want you to be able to have a voice over here. Speak what you need to speak. Say what you need to say. Show what you need to show. So we do have a lot of people that I do support. I want to shout out to Rod Hayes, my elder. Definitely going to see if I can get him over here for us. I want to give a shout out to yb:dell, very enlightened brother. I have the utmost respect and love for him. Same thing for AJ King Bishop. Highest respect and highest utmost love for him. Big homie CC, Papa Bear. Shout out to you and all that you do. You know we support you 100% over here. Now, Voodoo Doll, that's my girl. I love everything that she's talking about, everything that she speaks on. I resonate with her deeply. So we definitely part of the dollhouse. We are one of the dolls. And if you are a Dolladon, you are welcome over here too. Young Elder, shout out to the Young Elder for dropping them little downloads of knowledge and doing it his own way. It's a little funny to me. His delivery is so funny because he reminds me of a lot of people that I know, but the way he delivers his message is like is enough where you can get it and he not pretending to be nobody else. I like that about him. So I like that he's able to impart knowledge and wisdom to us, but he's very, very authentic to himself. So shout out to the young elder. I want to shout out to Crystal with the Goddess Collection. Y'all make sure you go on Instagram and you follow Crystal at the Goddess Collection. She's located in New Orleans. She's trying to heal our people, y'all. She's trying to show you how nature has never neglected us. We have neglected it. Now, I don't do everything that Crystal do. I still eat my meat, eat my macaroni and cheese, and my yams, and my barbecue. Child, can't let it go yet, but we slowly getting where we need to get. But in all seriousness, you're having issues with fibroids, if you're having skin issues, if you're having issues with leveling your cholesterol, blood pressure, whatever the case may be, menstrual. I myself have purchased her tea and I use them. I actually use her tea for the menstrual cycle and basically eliminating your cramps. I can drink one cup and it'll hold me over for the whole day. I could drink 2 cups throwing out my whole it might be TMI for the homeboys. My bad, y'all. I'm just saying it works. It works. So if you have something in particular that you are trying to resolve, you're trying to work on, you're trying to figure out, is this something that I can do naturally instead of going to the doctor and doing this? Not saying not to go to the doctor. I'm not telling y'all that. I'm not saying neglect medical attention. I'm just saying if you are looking at holistic approaches, if you are looking for um, anything that may be a herbal remedy, if you want to go back to the ways that grandma and great grandma and uncle and them used to do, go ahead and give my girl a look. Yeah, she's on Instagram at the Goddess Collection. Now, again, I don't want to keep y'all too long. It is the early rising on a Sunday, as I said. It's about 8:25, so we're about 20 minutes in right now. As I said, I'm not gonna keep y'all too long. But I did want to come and introduce myself, let y'all know who I am, what we're gonna be doing over here. Now, we will be having a few shows throughout the week. That's my goal. As I said, I'm just starting out, so I have to figure out how I'm gonna fit this into my schedule. So we might be limited to maybe one show and a live a week until we grow and things continue to progress. Now, um, what are some of the key points that we're going to be covering? Again, we're going to be covering on unity. That's the man with the woman and the woman with the man. Men having unity within their own and women having unity within their own. And then also the young generation with our elder generation. We're going to be touching on ways that we can rebuild unity within these different areas based on the other ways that we're going to be approaching topics. We're going to be looking at things, we're going to be doing research, we're going to be diving deep into a lot of things that people are afraid to talk about, but is necessary. People want to glorify the healing part of everything, but they don't really want to touch base on how do you get through that healing. So being somebody that's going through her healing journey and has done a lot of healing, broke a lot of generational curses, steady doing it, continue to do it, will continue to do it, and also helping other people in my life become the best versions of themselves is only right that I bring it to a bigger platform and help as many people as I can, because ultimately that's what I want to do in my life. I want to be of assistance to others in the best way possible. So we will be talking about unity. We're also going to be talking about healing, as I mentioned. So childhood trauma wounds, generational curses, trauma bonding, and channeling your inner power. We're going to be talking about these ways of healing. Again, I just want to introduce the topics we're going to cover because, again, if I go a little deep into it, I might blabber off and try to ADHD in me, but not let me win. So, again, that's what we're going to touch on when it comes to healing. Now, I like to call us a tribe. We more than family. We become a tribe. It takes a village to raise a tribe, right? So it's going to take every last one of us to be able to take care of the generation under us and these babies. Whether if you have babies, you don't have babies, you are auntie, you a godparent, you're a grandparent, you are a parent, you want to become a parent, we have to be a village. We have to be a tribe. So here we're going to learn, how do you find your tribe? How do you identify like-minded individuals? And how do you align yourself with those individuals without forcing it and allowing it to be natural, allowing it to be reciprocated? How to identify who no longer is a part of your tribe, no matter how long you may have known them, how much you may love them. How can we identify when it's time to let go? How we're going to be able to attribute our personal gifts with our tribe for the overall betterment of ourselves and others. Everybody has something special about them. I wouldn't give a damn if your ass sit up here and buy frames and glue pennies on that bitch and make pictures. If that's your thing and you make the best art ever and can't nobody else do it, then guess what? You have a gift that you can either teach somebody else, show a child that may be interested, have a hidden talent that you have not embraced that can cause you to be prosperous, abundant. Oh yeah, we getting into that. Whether if it's sewing, cooking, if you're good with your hands, if you're good with your voice, if you're an intellect, if you're more physical, we all have something. I don't care how small you may think it is about yourself. We're going to learn how to build that up within ourselves so we can learn how to attribute it to help others where it doesn't take from us, but it gives us a gratification to know that this is something that's authentic to me and it's not taken from me. And I'm able to share with people that's going to appreciate it. And then, of course, at the end of every show, I'm going to give us a quote or affirmation. I'm going to give us an energetic number and for us to understand how these numbers affect our lives. And we're going to do a recap. So again, eventually we're going to get some things kind of coordinated. I eventually would love to have a show every day as we get bigger, as we grow, as we touch on more things. But for right now, like I said, we're gonna do one show a week and then possibly a live. That way, if you guys want to come and connect, talk, come up, whatever the case may be, we can do that together. Now, I do have Instagram. Make sure that you go, if you're here on this YouTube, obviously live, make sure you, after you subscribe and you like this video, you look in my bio. There you will find the Discord link. If you have Discord or if you want to join Discord, that is where our tribe is going to be able to come together if y'all always want to have some form of access to me. Or if y'all want to get updates, so if y'all want to connect with everybody else, but you're not sure if you want to exchange numbers or socials, this is where you're going to be able to do it. We do have a Discord. We can have conversations in there. We're going to have movie nights in there. We can have private one-on-ones with me if you guys want to. You'll be able to, like I said, connect with others. We got journal entries in there. We have a support channel of people that we support. It's just our little kickback area. So if that's something you're interested in, again, you can join the Discord. Once you join the Discord, I will give you roles. And then, like I said, as we continue to grow, as I do shows, I will post updates there and also on Instagram. So that's also in my bio. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can. We will be posting things on there as well. I'll be posting myself, little bits and pieces of my life, people I support, things I love to do as well outside of this, things that you guys may not know but may learn to know about me. If you want to follow me on the Girlfriends Kickback on Instagram, you can do that as well. Please, out of respect, do not follow me on my personal Instagram. Do not request to follow me on my personal Instagram. It is personal for a reason. Now, I do want to thank everybody for giving me your time. We're almost 30 minutes in. I think we were able to cover pretty much everything I wanted to as far as who I am as your girlfriend, your new girlfriend, the new home girly of them all. Now you know who I am, Miss Ava Bay. And then you know what we're gonna do here. What's the goal of this? What's the purpose of the girlfriends kickback? So again, we welcome all girlfriends and homeboys, no matter what you identify as, who you are. Please understand we're gonna always be real over here. We might say some things that people don't agree with, but hey, sometimes we have to have uncomfortable conversations in order for us to get comfortable. So again, I want to thank everybody for coming to see what I had to say, getting to know me. If you stayed through this whole video, the whole thing, the whole life. If you are now a new homegirl, go ahead and drop me some purple hearts if you're my new girlfriend. Now, if you're my new homeboy, if you like what I had to say and you want to know what we really going to get into and how I'm going to go ahead and get into some things for the homeboys and for the men, go ahead and drop me a green heart, okay? I thank y'all so very much. I look forward to building this thing with you guys for us to do this together. I'm a little nervous, but I'm willing to take the risk. I will be getting on camera for you guys eventually. I just kind of want to see how this thing goes, but I know y'all want to see a face to this voice, so I'm very excited to do that with you guys as well. And like I said, thank you so very much for coming to the kickback. As I said, it's been a long day. Y'all can go ahead and put your shoes on now. It's time to go. Y'all know what Martin said, right? Get the stepper. No, I ain't kicking y'all out. My bad. I ain't kicking y'all out. But for real, y'all ain't got to go home. But I'm finna go lay down now, y'all. The kickback, I gotta go ahead and close the door. We got some stuff to do today. So I hope y'all enjoy your Sunday. I hope that it is filled with love. I hope that it is filled with encouragement. I hope that you have found a new place that you can call home here on these YouTube streets that is safe and where you can feel seen and loved and heard and supported. So go ahead, like I said, subscribe, like, and make sure you share this. Until next time, mwah. It's your OG girlfriend. Bye.